Well, gentlemen, another disappointing draw, really. Having sort of controlled the game for most of it, they managed to get a late equaliser. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, it's a tough one to take today. I thought we were a better team today. We kind of dominated without creating as much chances, but we were a threat. We were looking like we were one ones that wanted to go on and win the game. So conceding so late is kind of, yeah, it's a hard one to take. The boys kind of switched off a little bit. It's not their fault because we're trying to make a sub. Everyone in the ground could hear us shouting for a sub.
Not everyone.
Well, everyone except for the person that needed to hear. So they kind of paused for a second, and that's how they ended up getting in. And that's probably the only way they was going to get into there. I feel something silly like that. And the ref let a lot of fouls go, and I think the second half kind of spoiled the game a little bit, and it turned a little bit bitty. And then just a bit of disappointment.
Yeah, because I would say first half, I think we controlled the game. Fabian again didn't have to make a save. Came out for crosses and corners and really punched them quite clear. And then we got a nice goal from Emmanuel, his first goal for the Salts.
Yeah, we looked, a bit different today going forward. But I think quite quickly we saw how he was going to be effective and dangerous. And Eman probably had a slow start to the game, but once he got himself into the game, it was no surprise that he was the one who popped up and got the goal. Obviously different with Ali being up there, and obviously Obad did what he did, and you've got a referee that's not kind of didn't put someone on an early booking. It could have been a little bit of a different story, but there was loads in our control today that we were say the better side without being the better side again, it seems. It's a tough one to pick ourselves up from, but at least we only got a day to wait.
Yeah, Obad was caused lots of trouble in the first half on the right and again on the second, and all they could seem to do was just bring him down.
Yeah, that's, as a manager, if you know someone's on a threat second half, you're going to say, could we just put one on him or make it difficult for him, and which they did, and a lot of them were fouls. The ref didn't give the bookings he needed to early on, so they could just keep doing it. And then finally, when he gives a booking, it's like one that you don't even think is a booking, and it's just too late then. So he's probably had 3 or 4. That's probably made him a little bit slower, a little few nicks where he's not as confident now. So yeah, that's kind of what changed our game. I thought we could have done better in that sense.
Yeah, I mean, Horley did come into the game towards the end of the second half, but again, didn't really look dangerous.
Their only chance, and I think that's why it's quite frustrating that it's from something. How many times Clinton's will be back in business with the amount of apology cards that we've had from officials in the last half a dozen games. And again, it's just that's their one chance that they get from probably maybe a lapse of focus. But yeah, just got to kind of dust ourselves off.
Yeah. Anyway, on to Monday away at Sutton Common Rovers. We play at Carl Shulton, then away again next Saturday at Camberley. 2 games. Hopefully, we get 6 points.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Take care. Bye.